the AFC, all of the AFC North, not just the Browns, the division for the first time ever is going to be part of the in-season version of Hard Knocks this year. So I think it's starting sometime in December. The in-season Hard Knocks will come out, and it'll be the entire AFC North. What are you guys' thoughts?
So I didn't know that it was the mid-season one.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Who's the preseason one?
I think it's the Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were last year.
Were they last year? I'll look it up. Keep going.
Because we got Gannon's speech, remember? And everybody thought he was going to suck as a coach because of his speech, and people like he didn't buy in. I forget.
They were bought in, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. But I think it's interesting. I've seen a lot of people saying they hate it. I necessarily don't hate it. I think that it's like one of the most intriguing divisions in the league. I think as far as like competitively, this is the elite group. This, and then I think the NFC North is also like another one that I'm like, wow, a lot of good teams. That's all pretty even.
I think the Bears are on the preseason.
It's the Bears.
Is it the Bears?
Yeah,
okay.
that'd be a good one.
So, I mean, I like Hard Knocks, but like if it's not the Browns, I watch like an episode or two, and then I'm like, eh.
I watched like part of the Jets.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is cool, but
it's not my
I
team.
don't give a shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. What do you think, Josh?
Initially, I was just kind of like, do we have to? Like, I just want it to be a good season. I don't want any extra crap. I don't want the cameras, the crew. Like, just leave us alone. Just let us play.
You want to be under the radar.
Yeah, I want to be under the radar. I just want to do our thing, go out there and win freaking football games. But I will say, I'm excited to see it because it's going to be completely different than the last time. Like, this is an organization, a franchise, a team that's worth diving into. I mean, worth showing that they're awesome. The team is built great. We've got great leadership. I think it's going to be very interesting, and we have the best division in all of football. So, I mean, from that standpoint, it makes sense. I understand they want the ratings, and what other division are you going to feature?
That's what I mean.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Browns Hard Knocks, just the Browns it was one of the most watched. You know what I mean? So like the Browns will bring in ratings, and like you said, the AFC North is best division in football. Yes. I have a lot of people are freaking out about this.
Yeah.
I have like zero problems with it. Like it's like you said, this isn't Hugh Jackson and Freddie Kitchens and Todd Haley running around. Like we have 2-time coach of the year. We have Andrew Berry. We have, Mike Vrabel. Like we have legit people in this organization. It's not like it's a dumpster fire in there anymore. Two, the Hard Knocks, I know a lot of people have talked about like, there's going to be media spin. Hard Knocks isn't really media. The Hard Knocks doesn't even really have an agenda. They just literally videotape you and interview you in voiceover. Like they're not pushing anything. It's just there.
No, but I mean, just for example, I know it was the clip with Corey Coleman on the last one that from what his story, what he's been out there telling, he's supposed to be coming on our podcast sometime and talk about it, how that clip got taken out of context, and that's not exactly how the conversation went down and all that kind of stuff. So I know he said that had a big impact on his career, the way that was taken out of context. So it's just kind of stuff like that where I guess we don't really need it, but I mean, it is what it is.
I'm excited to watch it. It's going to be more Browns content.
I'm excited to watch it. Yeah.
And they're just there. I don't have a problem with this. Like 0% problem. If anything, I'm more excited than anything because I think it's going to be fun to watch. I'm excited to get an inside glimpse of this regime's locker room and the way they handle their business as opposed to the clown show that was the Hugh Jackson regime. I loved that Hard Knocks but man, you go back and you watch it outside of like Jarvis Landry, Hugh Jackson, man.
It was all fake. I mean, he was fake. He's a fraud.
Yes.
Sit in my chair.
Oh my God. Dude.
Oh man.
I've never sit in my chair. I've sat in that chair.
So I'm excited for it. I don't think it's going to be a problem. What'll suck, this will be the only place where I could see it possibly sucking, is if the season is not going the way we want it to.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't start till December. So what if we're under 500 at this point and it starts coming out? It's not even other people, it's Browns fans that just cannot handle this kind of stuff. If the season is not going well, it'll just be, they shouldn't be doing this every time somebody talks in Hard Knocks. So if they weren't talking to the Hard Knocks cameras, they would have caught that ball. Stefanski's an idiot. Didn't you hear him mess up his sentence to the team? He must not know how to read. And it just anything that has to do with the Browns, I am less concerned with the national talk of the Browns, and I'm less concerned with anything actually on the team, and I'm more concerned with just the fact that we have a fragile fan base. I'm just being honest. And if you're a person who's getting really upset, yes, if you're a person who's getting really upset with me right now, I'm talking about you. We can't handle anything. Of course we didn't bring back Joe Flacco. You wouldn't be able to handle it. We'd throw one interception and you'd be throwing your beer on the field calling for the backup. We just can't handle these kinds of things. So that's where I could see it going poorly. But outside of that, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be cool, especially if it's a really tight division. And imagine if the Ravens or the Bengals are sucking. It's going to be really fun to watch. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be fun. Or if in Pittsburgh, George Pickens just is going, doing what wide receivers in Pittsburgh do and going off the rails. We're going to get to watch that, So yeah. I'm excited to watch it.
I mean, it's definitely going to be, it's the most if they were going to do a full division, it's by far the most interesting one they could have picked. I mean, all four teams are really good. They've got great players. They got stars. They've got good coaches. It's going to be fun to. It's like we talked about the season. The division's going to be hell. It's going to be brutal, and as brutal as the division is just how interesting it's going to be watching Hard Knocks talk about all four teams.
I'm excited for it, though. I am excited to watch it. I think it'll be cool to get an inside look at Stefanski and AB and all these guys. So,
and it could be really interesting at that point in the season to see what's going on with the Steelers and their quarterback situation.
Yeah,
because again, Russell Wilson, they're not paying him, essentially.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields, they traded for him. They need to know, is this a guy, or are we
they didn't,
back to square one next year?
They didn't sign his fifth year.
No, they didn't.
So
I know this is off topic, but I think Russell starts all their games for them.
If they're winning, I don't see them needing to make a change. But
no, because I think they could be being slept on a little bit. I mean, they just like we talked about how we made the playoffs with 5 quarterbacks. They made the playoffs with Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, they're in the same boat with us. They're going, we just got a major upgrade at quarterback. So why would we not be, a favorite and they've won the division more than anybody in the last couple of years. So why would we not be the favorite? So I think they're kind of flying under the radar, which pains me to say, obviously, on this podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm just keeping it real. Let us know what you guys think about Hard Knocks being not just in Cleveland, but the entire AFC North. Are you guys going to be watching? Are you guys worried about distractions? Let us know.